Imagine ancient tales of gods being true accounts of extraterrestrial visitors. For over 30 years, biblical scholars have explored Genesis, uncovering stories not about gods, but the powerful ones and the sky people, the Anunnaki, as recorded in ancient Sumerian tablets. Stay tuned as we journey through history to uncover who the Anunnaki were, where they came from, why they were here, and where they went. In 1896, Nathaniel Schmidt, a distinguished scholar of Semitic languages, was dismissed from his position at Colgate University. For 11 years, Schmidt had been a celebrated academic, teaching Hebrew, Aramaic, Coptic, Arabic, and Syriac. However, his comparative studies of Sumerian, Babylonian, and Assyrian texts revealed striking parallels to biblical stories, which he published, leading to charges of heresy. Schmidt's work suggested these ancient texts, dating back nearly 6,000 years, were the original sources of familiar biblical narratives like Adam and Eve, the Great Flood, and the Tower of Babel. The implications were staggering. At a time when the Church was grappling with Darwin's theory of evolution, the idea that the Bible could be based on older stories was deeply unsettling. Yet, this connection shouldn't have been surprising. Judaism and Christianity both traced their roots to a Sumerian family, Abraham and Sarah. They spent most of their lives in Ur of the Chaldees, a Sumerian city, carrying with them the stories they grew up with into their new land. Remarkably, these original Sumerian stories did not mention God. Instead, they detailed our ancestors' interactions with another species, the Anunnaki. This raises the provocative question, could the biblical stories actually be accounts of early human contact with extraterrestrials? The Sumerian tablets, deciphered thanks to the Behistun inscription found in Iran, revealed narratives that predate the Bible. These stories spoke of the Anunnaki advanced beings from the heavens. The Sumerian Kings List, another fascinating artifact, documented reigns lasting thousands of years. Such extraordinary lifespans hinted at rulers who are not human. Could these non-human kings have been the Anunnaki, and did they rule over early human civilizations? In the 20th century, writer Zecharia Sitchin delved deeply into these cuneiform texts, proposing that the Anunnaki were an advanced extraterrestrial species. According to Sitchin, the Anunnaki arrived on Earth, assuming dominance and creating humans as a hybrid species to serve them. His interpretation suggested that the term Anunnaki meant those who came from the heavens to Earth, indicating their extraterrestrial origins. While academic critics questioned Sitchin's translations and theories, the notion that ancient narratives could be recounting interactions with extraterrestrial beings gained traction. The word Anunnaki, often translated as nobility or royalty, might instead refer to these celestial visitors. The stories themselves, filled with descriptions of sky people and powerful rulers from the heavens, supported this interpretation. The world's oldest mythologies often describe the governance of human society, beginning with dominance by superior beings or gods, later transitioning to human rulers. The Bible, Egyptian mythology, and the Sumerian cuneiform texts all share this narrative. Gilgamesh, a figure from the Sumerian Kings List, is depicted as a hybrid of human and Anunnaki, bridging the gap between these celestial rulers and human kings. Among the many cuneiform tablets, one notable artifact is the Sumerian Kings List. It starts with non-human kings who reigned for incredibly long periods, suggesting their extraordinary nature. These rulers eventually handed over their governance to human kings, marking a transition in leadership that paralleled the introduction of human civilization. Beyond the written records, the possibility of physical evidence remains tantalizing. Discoveries of diverse ancient peoples, such as the hobbits of Indonesia and the red-haired giants of North America, hint at a complex ancient world. Could DNA testing of ancient remains, like those of Gilgamesh or Sumerian royalty, reveal traces of the Anunnaki? In 2003, a potential breakthrough occurred in Iraq when American troops, during the invasion, allegedly located the tomb of Gilgamesh. Similarly, in 1927, British archaeologist Leonard Woolley discovered the remains of Queen Puabi, a high-ranking Sumerian leader. Modern technology offers the possibility of DNA testing these remains to determine if they were entirely human or if they contained Anunnaki genes. However, investigations into these finds have reportedly been halted, leaving many questions unanswered. Why would an advanced extraterrestrial species be interested in Earth and its inhabitants? One theory suggests they were mining for minerals, possibly in southern Africa. Others speculate they were interested in the unique properties of our planet, or even in humans themselves. The behavior of historical human colonizers provides a possible parallel: initial dominance followed by a gradual withdrawal, leaving local populations to govern themselves under continued influence. The Anunnaki narrative presents a complex picture of early human history. Stories of oppression and slavery coexist with tales of nurturing and upliftment. Conflicts among the Anunnaki, particularly between figures like Enlil and Enki, reveal differing attitudes towards humanity. While Enlil pursued negative agendas, Enki appeared to support the advancement of human beings. Modern accounts of extraterrestrial contact reflect a similar range of experiences, some harmful, some indifferent, and some nurturing. Could these contemporary encounters be related to the ancient Anunnaki, or are they new visitors? The Anunnaki narrative raises profound questions about our origins and our potential as a species. If humans are part Earthling and part Anunnaki, what does that mean for our future? As we delve deeper into these ancient stories and consider their implications, we are left to ponder the possibilities. Were our ancestors truly engineered by an advanced species? Are we now our own masters, or does an unseen influence still shape our destiny? The answers to these questions may lie buried in the past, awaiting discovery. Ancient myths from around the world tell of a time when gods walked among humans, imparting wisdom and technology. The Greek, Babylonian, and Native American narratives speak of visitors who nurtured early human societies. The Sumerian texts describe the Anunnaki's role in human history, depicting them as both rulers and benefactors. One particularly intriguing aspect is the advanced technology attributed to the Anunnaki. The Sumerian version of the Tower of Babel speaks of 50 technicians employing mysterious technology to dispatch 300 observers to their stations in the stars. Could Babel have been a stargate providing rapid access to space stations? This narrative, when read alongside the biblical account, paints a vivid picture of ancient human interactions with advanced beings. The stories also reveal a deep conflict within the Anunnaki ranks. Enlil, the senior Anunnaki, often pushed for agendas that were hostile to human beings, such as the limiting of human lifespan and the destruction of human advancements. In contrast, Enki, the leader of the Earth Project, sought to uplift humanity, even defying Enlil to achieve this goal. Enki's actions, such as instructing Atrahasis Noah to build an ark to survive the Great Flood, highlight his role as a protector of human life. The Anunnaki's departure from Earth remains a mystery. Some theorize they left because their mission was complete, while others suggest they withdrew to maintain control from a distance, similar to how colonial powers operate. This absence raises questions about our current autonomy and the potential for future interactions with extraterrestrial beings. Today's reports of extraterrestrial contact share similarities with the ancient Anunnaki narratives. These modern experiences range from benevolent guidance to abductions and experimentation, reflecting the mixed legacy of the Anunnaki. Whether these encounters are with the same beings or new visitors is still unknown, but the continuity of these stories suggests a deep and enduring connection. The Anunnaki narrative challenges us to reconsider our history and our place in the universe. If humans are indeed a hybrid species, part earthling and part higher being, what are our true capabilities? Ancient texts suggest our cognitive abilities were downgraded, hinting at the potential for reawakening a higher state of consciousness. Mythologies from around the world speak of practices aimed at expanding human consciousness. The ancient Greeks had the Kykean ritual, Mesoamerican cultures practiced similar ceremonies, and indigenous traditions around the world include smoke rituals and meditation techniques. These practices, aimed at altering states of consciousness, suggest that our ancestors possessed knowledge of how to enhance human potential. In conclusion, the Anunnaki story offers a fascinating perspective on human origins and potential. It invites us to explore our ancient past, question established narratives, and consider the possibility of extraterrestrial influence on human evolution. As we continue to uncover and interpret these ancient texts, we may find that our true history is more extraordinary than we ever imagined.